It's an excellent fight into the fourth, scheduled for 12.
Whoa.
Body shot by Morales.
Right hand to the body. That's something I don't think McCullough's ever had. One shot to the body like that. That may change.
And another hard right hand to the body by Morales, and another right and left to the body, and clearly Erik Morales has decided in this round to go to the midsection. Now McCullough backs him up with a hard uppercut, and Morales momentarily stunned by that punch.
But when you're hitting the body with those kind of punches that Morales is landing, it's like almost like sticking something in a bull. Though he charges, the bull is getting the worst of it.
Boy, this is some fight, guys. if this was a fight in Las Vegas or in either one of their hometowns, the crowd would be in an absolute uproar.
Imagine if it were in Belfast or Tijuana.
Ooh, that same right hand to the body again. Well, Morales is doing some damage there.
And McCullough comes back with a hard body shot of his own.
Well, like I said, it's a charging bull, and he's getting the worst of it by throwing punches.
We've known for a long time that McCullough had an iron chin. We're going to find out now whether he has an iron body.
Amen.
Huh? Here.
Yeah, all right. Okay, listen to this right here. Okay, listen. This is Wayne, you gotta be versatile in there, okay? He's pressing you, but you gotta push him with that hard jab, or you gotta move him side to side.
Don't use your head like that, Wayne. You can step back and punch, okay?
A lot of head movement, Wayne. A lot of head movement. Come in here and bounce him up. Okay, you all right now? Okay, listen to this, champ. I need you to step up and
not to use his head like that.
You hit him again with a right hand on the body. That's killing him. And when he dances like that, because he's hurt. You're doing real well. Keep working at that body.
Second drill.
By CompuBox numbers in round number 4, Erik Morales landed 33 out of 79 punches to 24 out of 72 for McCullough. So for the first time in the fight, Morales threw more punches than McCullough, and the damage he did to the body could be increasingly significant as the fight goes on.
McCullough's got to do something to hurt Morales. Can't just be on him with one punch after another. At some point, you've got to hurt him.
He's not that kind of a puncher, George. He's a fighter who hurts his opponents by an accumulation of punches, not by a combination.
He's got to change that tonight.
Well, he's
got to change. Never too late to change.
Flips Morales on the chin with a right hand. Fires in a couple of left jabs. Morales coasting just a little bit here in the early part of round 5 and measuring his opportunities after a brilliant round 4 assault, particularly to the ribcage. Hard right hand over the top by Morales. Morales doing a little sharpshooting, to use the word Larry used in describing him via punch stat numbers.
But you know, Morales has never had to go through 12 rounds of this kind of toe-to-toe battle. You wonder if he's breathing heavily already. You see his mouth opening. You wonder if in the last third of the fight he will be there.
It's been an easier night for him. He hasn't been hit with hard shots. That's the difference. Whenever he takes a break, McCullough doesn't hurt him.
But he's been hit with more shots than he's accustomed to getting hit with.
That's not going to do it. You've got to hurt him. McCullough's got to just draw back with all your strength and put one in. Otherwise, he rests when he wants to rest and then gets back in when he wants to get back in. Drops his mouth wide open, takes a deep breath, comes right back as though nothing has happened.
Meanwhile, it appears gradually, inexorably, Morales is able to apply more and more punishment to McCullough, both upstairs and downstairs, while clearly taking parts of this round off, the rest up after the big 4th round assault. And here comes McCullough trying to touch him, keep his hands on him, and land those punches.
You see, he's tasted, hey, this guy doesn't have any power. I can allow him to hit me.
Fire back with combinations like that. The right hand to the body, digging to the ribcage once again, and Morales says, come to me. I want to punish you some more.
McCullough complained that it was a kidney shot. The referee ignored him.
You know what? It was a hard shot.
Exactly right, George.
Morales is now doing a brilliant job of using his body assault to set up power punches upstairs.
Sometimes you are sitting duck. You want to be a flying duck.
On Monday, November 1, HBO and Sports of the 20th Century presents Howard Cosell, Telling It Like It Is, a one-hour documentary exploring the life of the most controversial, most memorable sports broadcaster in television history. It premieres at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific, on Monday, November 1. Howard Cosell, Telling It Like It Is.
Okay? He's coming to you throwing one punch and he's tired, Wayne. Wayne, you got to take that jab. You got to start hitting him to the body with good shots. But you got to get that right hand back to him, okay?
Told the red corner that hit.
Distance. You have to keep him away from you. Distance. Get away from the ropes. And keep going to the body. Just keep going. And don't carry this guy. Keep going to the body. Breathe in deep. He can go in this round. He's easy. He's ready to go.
In the last two rounds, by CompuBox numbers, Morales has connected at a higher and higher rate, has started to land more and more power shots in round 5, 33 out of 74 to 16 out of 71. Again, Morales throwing and landing more, and with a 25-12 edge in power connects. So gradually the fight is ebbing away from McCullough, at least by CompuBox numbers. But how long can Morales fight at this level without getting tired? McCullough's game is never to tire. Go ahead, George.
McCullough goes to his corner now and even sits up better. So I think as the fight has moved on, he's even gotten stronger.
Well, he's ready to fight 20 rounds if necessary. I mean, that's what Wayne McCullough banks on, is his ability to keep lasting. Yes, I know you know Morales is getting stronger, is what you think, huh?
Yeah, he's getting stronger. If only McCullough would just draw back like a baseball player, just throw one in there. Break the rules. Make this guy hurt. Go back to his corner, hurt once or twice.
1-2 to the body by McCullough. Morales smiling slightly, and then coming over the top with that hard right hand. Morales' most dangerous right hand shot, the one that produces many of the knockouts, is a kind of chopping overhand right, and it's hard to block.
Yeah, he's got range. Real thin. Elbows to his side.
It looks like there's blood. Is it coming from McCullough's left ear? It's hard to say exactly. There's some blood along the left side of his face.
I think it comes from Morales. He's bleeding a little bit around the nose.
No, it's from around his sideburns. I don't know how you get cut on your sideburns.
That was a good 1-2 rip to the body by McCullough back there a couple of sequences ago. Impossible for me to figure out the source of the blood.
One thing about it, fighters are warned not to shave too close to a boxing match. Sometimes you can rub that and then a guy jabs you and that brings problems.
That's a new one, George. I never heard that.
Yeah, you know,
don't shave too close before a boxing match.
No, you stay away from him. Joe Frazier was real smart about that. He has his beard, so it just be right.
Okay, my break. Step back. My break.
All those body shots that Morales are landing whenever he feels like it.
A champion like Morales has to be ready for an opponent to come at him at 110% and then fend him off and then dominate him. And right now it looks as though that was Morales who's ready for and is doing.
Morales with his slowest round in quite a while, round 6, seemingly backing off a little in the last minute of the round, but he punctuated it with a hard right hand.
Look at this right here, Wayne. Coming up here. I got to win every one of these rounds. I got to win every one of these rounds. I got to push this man back with a jab. I got to control him. And I got to come out when he gets started, jump out on him.